life. Okay, I think we are live now. Just wait for 1 or 2 minutes for everyone to join. If everyone joining, just comment, say hello, so we can.
2 people.
Yay. Hi, boy, you're here. Yeah. I think we also. So nice to see you.
Everyone come in and join us.
7 a.m. in Germany. Okay. Hope everyone will come soon. Yeah. Hi, Queen Boy.
It's okay.
Right. 2 people join. While we're waiting, while we're waiting for everyone to come, so just to remind everyone that yesterday we had a very lovely sharing with Queen about life purpose. So if you guys haven't watched it, please watch it yesterday, because there's a lot of tips and tools for you to know how to figure out your life purpose too. And it was a very inspiring story yesterday. And today I would like to invite Tu as well, because she also has a really, really inspiring story from herself too. So here is also one of the live stream towards the 3-day reflection challenge this weekend. So this weekend, from Saturday to Monday, from the 21st to the 23rd of November, I will run through a 3-day challenge for everyone to reflect on your life purpose. If you are feeling lost in your life, relationship, or whatever, just feeling lost and don't know how to get through it, please join that challenge. There will be a lot of things for you to take away, and it is free. So invite everyone to join as well. And hi, Linh. Okay. Yeah, I think we can just start right now. Are you ready to?
I'm so ready.
Okay. So
excited, nervous.
First, I would love for everyone to know more a bit about Tu. Tu also one of my lovely sister. She has witnessed my grow in this group, and I also have opportunity to see her grow in her own journey too. I would like to introduce about yourself and what are you doing? What is your passion? Yeah, what do you want people to know about you?
Oh, thank you, Chị Linh for. Thank you, Tina, for allowing me. I don't know why I call you Linh. Allowing me to be in this group and have this lovely talk, this lovely live stream before your challenge. My name is Tu, and I am at the moment having running a project called Welcome Pleasure, in which I inspire women to get to know more about themselves, to know more about their body, and to inspire them to, to be to have body positivity and body appreciation. So that is my favorite topic to talk about.
Yeah, Tu has a lot of knowledge about this, and also coming from her own experience. So I would love everyone to watch this live stream, because there are a lot of takeaway from Tu as well. Tu, can you share with me why you where's that passion come from? What event led you to really work on these issues and help other women to love their body more?
I think it's not a single event, but it's a series of events in which I find myself in situation where I hate my body. I feel like, you know, I grew up in a family or in an environment in which woman body was shamed, was belittled. We were told that we are born in pain, that we have pain, and you know, when we are not treasured as girls are not as important as boys in our society. And I've been growing up thinking, believing in it, and I feel like, you know, being a woman is such a pain in the ass. Yeah, at some point that I have to question that. I have to sit with myself and question, where did that come from? And I do a lot of inner work, I do a lot of research, I do a lot of reading and learning, and then I realize that actually it's not our body to blame. Is that, you know, we only live here in our body, so if we hate our bodies, we make war with our body, then there's no place for us to live anymore. So that's why it's the start of my journey, in which I love myself, and then I inspire other women to love themselves and their body especially.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. It's I feel so resonate, because also one of the sentences that I remember the most is like, our body is the only place that we live in, right? So it's not about our house, not about our city, but it's actually our body. So the only things that we need to take care is our body. And there's a lot of time that we forget about our body. We just take it for granted. We think that, okay, I was born like that, and we do not need to take care of it until we feel so hurt. If there's any like specific story or anything that you feel so resonate, any body part that you feel at first you don't like it so much, and now you start to love it more?
Well, it's definitely my private part, which is I call yoni, or wombs, because, you know, when I think I was learned from my mom, in which where I remember the first time that I had period, and I have no idea what it is. I would just see that blood coming out of my body and I'm freaking out. And the only thing that I know after that was my mom gave me a pad and asked me to clean it because it's dirty. So in my mind, period equal dirty.
Yeah.
And I've been growing up believing in, you know, I have period pain almost in any time that I have period. And I feel like, you know, I feel like every month there's somebody come with a knife and stab me in the stomach. And I just, I think that, you know, having period and being a woman is just, you know, it's really a pain in the ass. Like, it's not necessary. Periods is not necessary. Being a woman is necessary. And I hate it a lot. And when I grow up a little bit, then I think, and I know that, you know, having a private part also means that I can have sex. And I think that, okay, this may be something useful now, because it's not pain anymore. But it turns out that sex is not something, it of course bring you pleasure, but sometimes also bring you a lot of pain as well, especially when you use sex as a trading tool for attention or love. And I've been going through that, and I just feel like I'm going in a circle, and there's no way out. Then why I have to be a woman? Why I have to go all through this pain? And every month I have period, and also I have a fear of getting pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah, so I just really hate it down there.
Yeah, really I feel you so much, because I think every one of a female like woman here also feel the same. Sometimes like we just wonder like why we need to have that that period every month. But the same with me before as well. I always think that it was so dirty, and I also had like paint like cream as well. So cream. So I feel, I don't know why I need to have like one day off every month. And then on that day, I should be able to go out and hang out with friends. But suddenly some of the events was like canceled because of that, and I hate that a lot, and I also did not like it, and sometimes I wish that I could be a man too, or at least like
Yes, that happened.
sometimes whenever I see someone who was, I think, at the late of their age, or someone who could not have a period, I feel, oh, they're so lucky, they were so lucky, and I wish that was like them too, but then later I know, when I understand more about that, I understand that no, actually, period is something very precious to women. We understand that that is how our body help to release the toxin, all the toxic things, and at that time I see that it's only myself blaming on my body. So when I understand that my body is trying to help me a lot, and working hard to release all the toxic things, I feel, oh my God, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for you. And that's, I talk to myself, oh, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so sorry that before I hate you so much. So I feel you so much too. Yes, and also talking about sex, and that part. Why do you think that people always think that it is not good? Like what can I say? People will think that some also have the idea that sex is not good at all, and don't want to. Don't want to talk about it. I think the same with our body part, or our very private things. Why everyone think that it is a sensitive thing and don't want to talk about it? What do you think? Why?
I think there's a lot of reason, but I will break it down into a few reasons that I can think of at the moment. So I think the first reason would to be that what I often call collective wounds, which mean that, you know, in thousands of years that women have been depressed, women have been repressed. We repressed, you know, we're taken away our power, which means that our knowledge about the body, and you know, in every war, in any sort of war in the world, that women often be the object to be attacked, and they often attack with sex. So if they want to wipe out a country, they don't have to kill all the men, but they will make that woman in that country to breed a new breed. So because of that, so it is really, the pain is already in our body had buried so many pain and wounds. That's why when it comes to sex, that's why when it comes to that body part that represent us as a woman, we try to hide, because if we show up as a woman, then we'll be attacked, we'll be either raped or either shamed. So I guess as a woman, we already carry that inside of us. And also the society or our education, because we are under, I'm not sure the right way to speak, the right words, but it's a patriarchy.
Yeah, patriarchy. Yeah.
Patriarchy. And that they value men power. So women's under them, and that's why they sort of, the information that you listen, that you learn about woman body and woman power is distorted. And it's not right anymore. So when it's come to sex and when it's come to our body part, is they make it such a big thing. They make it such a, they relate into morality.
Yeah.
And if you talk about this, it means that you are not ladylike. It means that you are not polite. It means that you want sex. Yes, you're wild, and you shouldn't be like that. So we're afraid to be judged. We're afraid to not to be accepted by the society. That's why we just don't talk about it.
That's right. I love the way you share about the history and how it shaped our belief. Because I also have some of the clients who also was so really ashamed about their bodies. The same that we talk about sex, or sometimes they just wear a very nice dress, and they are afraid that someone will judge them because they're sexy. But they deep down, they really want to look beautiful just for themselves, look sexy. But they are scared that they would be an object of attack. They would be judged. They would not loved. They would think that, okay, if I wear like this, the men like me, the men I like will not like me. So there are a lot of thoughts over there, and I feel like that makes them don't want to express themselves. So when they don't want to express themselves, they just try to look for others people, what other people think is the right thing, what the society think is the right thing, and they try to shape themselves into that. And that's why they feel trapped, because one side they want, deep down they want something else, but they could not express themselves. The other way they try to follow and please other people and still could not feel fulfilled as well. So that is really also a mindset about themselves, that if they don't follow what other people think, they will not be loved. And many of my clients actually think further, okay, if I am not loved, then I will live alone, then no one will love me, I will die. I will die alone, no one will care about me. So all kind of that thoughts that I call limiting beliefs, that they label actually from their just small part, their own body, little, small, whatever, just one thing, and they label that, and they keep thinking about the worst thing, and they equate, okay, this is the body, and this is what I'm not loved. That's how they could not break through it, and that's why they don't express themselves anymore. And that's why I really emphasize with my clients that the mindset and the limiting belief is one thing that everyone needs to be aware of, so that they can be their self, understand themselves more. Yeah. So
yeah, I totally with you, because you know, I especially resonate when you say that some of us, or some of your client, and maybe part of us, feel like our body is equal our worth. That we think that our worth is only lying on our bodies, and that's why when our body is not as perfect as standard, then we think that we are not worthy of love. We think we're not worthy of praise or attention, and we have to change it. We have to cut it open. We have to mask it in a way that makes it appeal to other people. But ladies, if other people cannot love us as the way we do, it means that you also cannot love yourself as the way you do. And it's really lie on your mind how you perceive yourself as a human being, and how you perceive yourself as a worthy woman. And it's really a big part come from the mind.
Yeah.
And the way that, as you said, the way to break through is to really come with understanding.
Yeah.
Like, if you understand that your worth is not your body, and your body is part of constructing your worth. Yes. And your body is your friend. Your body is something that helping you, then you don't hate it anymore. You feel like, God, I'm a goddess. I'm really born as a goddess.
Yeah. I really like that about the part that we need to understand first. So just like before, if I don't know about my period, how useful it is, I will not think that it is necessary. So firstly, we need to understand. It just also bring me to to understand about. Firstly, we need to understand, and second thing, we also need to know how our body work. So can you? I think you really have knowledge about the body, or how the how the important that we need to love our body, and how it will change everyone if they are able to love their body more, how it will affect their life.
You know what, the more I dig deeper in my body, and the knowledge of how the body works, and I really believe that every thought, every words, and every action that you do, the way that you live reflects in your body. So for example, I just have a case this morning, and this woman, she unable to express her emotion. Yeah. And she told me that she has some lumps in her breast. Yeah. And the doctor said that it's not It's not dangerous. It's normal. Women have that a lot. We have lumps in our breast a lot, but it's not dangerous. But you know what? Actually, the reason why we have lumps in our breast is because most of the time we're unable to touch to our emotion, because our breast represent for our emotion. It's connected to our heart. You see, it's right around the chest, right around our heart. And contradict to men have flat boobs, women have big boobs, and it stick out, and it means that we are meant to express our emotion. We are meant to listen to our emotion and touch our heart, and less our heart to be listened to by others. And when you numb to emotion, when you don't listen, when you don't express it out, when you feel that you want to be beautiful but you don't wear that dress, when you feel like you want to be sexy but you don't dare to express yourself, it means that you disconnect with your boobs, disconnects with your heart.
Yeah.
And just like that, you develop disease in your body.
Yes.
Just simple like that. Just come from your mind. It's like most of the disease is really come from your mind, the way that you perceive your body and the way you treat it.
Yes, yeah, that's so true. I love that is that we really need to understand our emotions. And also when I work with my clients, I also ask them actually the emotion, whatever you have, the feelings is also coming from the thought that you have behind. Yeah, so it's a thought that you're not worthy, for example, or you are not loved. All that, just like you say, come from the mind. So if we can understand about the relationship between our thought and our emotions, it will actually help us a lot in understanding who we are. And yes, just also that's also one of my signature things in my group program, the Master Your Mind, Master Your Emotion. That will be also a gift for everyone, not everyone, for anyone who enjoy the challenge this weekend, for you to understand more about the relationship between the mind, emotions, and limiting belief. So you will be able to understand more about yourself. I think I have one more question for you too. Why do you think that people think that what is the belief when they start to have the belief that they need to be beautiful, or they need to have a big boobs, or they need to be make up, whatever? Do you think like why they have that belief?
That's a very nice, very good question. I think you know, we are not born in as we're not born to be alone. We're born to live in a group. We need group support, and then we are influenced by the groups as well. Yes. So you see that our environment actually have a lot to do with how you shape your world, especially your parents. So when you live in an environment in which you are taught that you need to look in a certain way, you need to behave in a certain way, you have to be a woman in a certain way. Like my mom always said when I was small, that a woman needs to know how to cook. A woman needs to know how to make her bed, like always like that. And this really formed the way that a model of a woman, how a woman should be to me. And also I learned from my mother, I learned from my grandmother, and I also learned from the media and from the other friends around me. If most of my friends wear makeups and I'm not, which means that I'm not belong to them. And you know, we have a big need of belonging, because otherwise we're dead. We are not belong to anything. We are the vulnerable being, will be dead. So that's why we have the huge need to blend in, to be like everybody else. And also the media tell us that if you don't look like men like this, men like women with big boobs, when men like women with small waist, and men like women whatever. And we think that if we do it, be a certain way, be a woman in like this, so that we will get approval, love, attention, everything that we fail to give to ourselves. So that's, you know, we wear makeup, we wear high heel, we wear clothes like this, and we do it like that. I don't say that, you know, we shouldn't wear makeup. I wear lipstick, you wear, I mean, I see, I do it, but the thing is that I do it with consciousness. I do it with the idea that I do it for myself. I'm wearing this because I love it. I don't wear this to get a man attention on me. So that is very different. So yeah, the environment has so much to do with how we shape our brain. And I often say that we have been brainwashed by the society for so long, and that's why we forget the power that we possess inside of us, which is, you know, how to use this body, a feminine body. And that's also the reason why I'm so passionate talking about it, because once I touch that power and I can see how my life changed, I feel like every woman should know this. Every woman should know how to appreciate her body. Every woman should know how precious her breast is, no matter how small or big. And her should know how to appreciate her period and the ability to give birth and her wombs and everything. If she know that, then the whole world will change. Definitely, there's gonna be no more war, no more pollution, because we come as a creature of love.
Yes.
We know how to breathe love. That's why we need to wake up. We need to listen and to learn how our body works, how to appreciate this body of mine, so that you can spread love all around.
That's right. Yeah, it is so beautiful how you have just shared about that. That woman actually, somehow we forget our power, the power of like the self-love, the femininity. We forget about that one, and we think ourselves so little, and we think ourselves from the lens, from the societies, from the men. We trying to please everyone except ourselves. So except our needs, we please everyone except our needs. And the worst thing is that we then blame on ourselves, blame a lot on why we was not born this way, why we was not born with beautiful, accepted by the society, beautiful face, like body really in shape, or why we are not born with this specific type of characteristic. So we just blame ourselves so much, and then we could not get out that one. So self-love, just like to say, is really one thing. It comes from awareness. So suggest everyone just try to today, if you can, just think again about all the things you have done to yourself. If it is because you wear lipstick because you like it, or because you try to impress anyone, you wear the dress because you like it or want to impress anyone, try to review all of these things and see how much you have loved yourself in that. And start with awareness. The next time it is because someone else told you to do that one, so be aware about that. And do you have any other tips for people to start to love their body more?
Well, there'll be 1,000. There's a lot of tips. I guess, I always a big believer of you need to start with something solid. Which means that, the concept of self-love is very big and it's intangible. Like you cannot touch it. We don't even know what love look like. Can you bite it or can you eat it? So if you don't have anything solid that you can touch, that you can, really see it with your own eyes, then it's very difficult when you develop that intangible, term. So I would suggest that if you really want to start, then start with your body. Like really deepen your understanding with your body and really develop that sense of curiosity. Like, what is it for? What is my nail for? And is it really just for decoration, or what is my hair for? What is my yoni for? Is it only for birth and sex? Is there anything else? And if you're really curious, then I would love to invite you to join my courses that will launch at the end of this November, and it's all about yoni, all about womb, and is touched in also in a physical aspect and emotional aspect and energy aspect as well, so that you can understand just one part of our body that take a long time to understand. It doesn't mean that you have so many parts that you need to heal as well. So yes, deepen your understanding, and if you need some quick connection, the mirror work is just a perfect tool. Just a perfect, like if you have body part that you hate, that you feel like you cannot connect, then bring it into the mirror. Yes, bring it into the mirror and then look at really with your own eye to see what does it look like. Like if you hate your breast because it's too small or it's too big, then why don't you strip it yourself bare and look at it in the mirror, and really look at in the dark spot and in the roundness, and see and ask yourself, who told me, who have cultivated that belief that this breast is ugly, who told me that small breast is ugly, big breast is ugly, and from that you really work with your mindset. You have to work with Ting Awang, because she's an expert on mindset, and it's really helpful. You can, you can just see it for sure what it is inside your mind that you're telling yourself about your body.
That's so true.
And from there you can develop more.
Yeah, so really, like, we start with awareness first. You guys need to start with awareness with everything, and then when you're aware, you should have deeper knowledge about whatever you're looking for. It can be like your body, it can be your mindset, emotion, or whatever your period. And I would suggest you, if you're looking for someone who has knowledge in that yoni part, you can check out with too. She has a lot of knowledge and also her own experience in that. Also, talking about mirror work is one funny way why I just share this bear with you guys. I know that many of my clients at first they feel so weird looking at the mirror and talking to themselves. So I would just everyone just to imagine that you are talking to a little bear or little girl inside you, looking and talk however you talk with the bear. They're so cute, you're so lovely. Why you're so sad? You just look at the eyes, and you also imagine that you're talking like that with yourself. Whatever you talk with the bear or with the child, you talk exactly the same with yourself in the mirror, and start to look more in your face, in your body, and the way you share it, and to really receive the message. For example, if you feel so reluctant to say something, look back and say, okay, why are you so reluctant to say that you love yourself? Why is that something deep down? Why you could not say that you love you? So if you want to do anything with others, you need to be able to do that with yourself first. So start with mirror works is very important part, and it's really great tips for everyone to start working on that. Okay, and do you have any other thought that you would like to share too?
Well, I think I think that we have to come to a term. We women need to come to a common agreement that we all have pains and we all have wounds. That pains and wounds are not something ugly or not something that we have to run away from, like, period pain or the pain of giving birth or the pain of growing up, whatever. And being, loving yourself and loving your body is also mean accepting that you have pain, accepting that, after 7 months, after 7 years, your body changed, like all the cells in your body die and there's new cell coming from, and you have no idea about that. If you connect back deeply to yourself and you notice of when you're gonna die, when your cell's gonna die, when you have period, it means that the unnecessary part in your body are being released out, which means that your body is dying. Then you can really accept that pain's a part of us, that pain actually cultivate something new, and pain is something normal. So I hope that after this short sharing between me and Ting Awang, then everyone can feel a little bit proud of themselves as being a woman, that we are not a creature of pain. That pain is not ugly, that our body is not ugly, that being a woman is not a pain in the ass. Actually the best flowers, that we are really the flavor of life, that without us, life is just so boring, that without you, especially, then there's nothing more to like we're so beautiful that without our beauty, there's nothing to look at in this world anymore. It's all gonna be on linear, gonna be straight, gonna be structured and planned, and it's just ugly. So please, woman, love yourself, love your body, and just feeling great and proud as being a woman.
Yeah, oh, I love that. I love that affirmation that we really need to appreciate ourselves more. Also, one thing I would like everyone to know that the universe will not give us any pain that we cannot overcome.
Yes.
So you remember any pain you are experiencing right now, any shame, any doubt, or whatever pain you are experiencing right now, I feel it's just like a gift that the universe try to let you experience that and to up level. So knowing that if you're facing some difficulty, some pain, is that you are so ready to go and up level. So appreciate that. Don't try to go and run through it, get through of it, but try to make sense of that pain. Why you need to feel through that pain? What does the pain trying to teach you? One, you are able to see all the pain, the wound, the scars, yeah, just like Linh said. Once we are able to feel grateful, appreciate for all of that, then we are able to see, oh my God, I'm so grateful, and that make whoever I am at the moment. And then, yeah, we're able to go through. Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And do you have any other questions here that would love to ask? Then we are able to ask. Yes, I think someone is interested in the course. Tu will share here with everyone, so everyone can check out the course. If anyone have any final questions, then we are open to take the questions. Otherwise, in the meantime, I also remind everyone about the challenge this weekend. Oh, I think I need to remind everyone about the prize. If you are joining the challenge this weekend, first will be 5 people will have 45-minute coaching one-on-one with me to work on the mindset or limiting belief that you are having. Also, 3 people will have chance to join the Master Your Mind, Master Your Emotion course to really understand and connect more about yourself. And also, I think 5 people also have 30 minutes with Linh to ask anything about yoga. So take advantage of that one. Yes, I think people are curious about your course too. We'll share below here. Do you guys have any further questions for Tu? Okay. If not, yeah, I will also tag Tu here in the live stream. So if you have further question, you can just connect with her directly and know more about what she is doing, and she's really sharing her gift to the world. And whoever needs this, just take all. I think one more message for everyone is that if you think that you have experienced this pain enough and you want to get out of this, you need to accept that you may need support. Don't try to be there and do things alone. Yeah, if you think you feel resonate with anyone with any support, I encourage anyone just go out and grab the support. Don't try to be there and blame yourself why you're not lucky, why something. You know that you have the decision to change, and the decision is within you to get the support. Okay. Yes, okay, I think that's it. And thank you Tu so much for joining today and share her knowledge. And hopefully to see Tu somewhere soon. Okay.
Thank you, Chị Anh, for inviting me, and hope that I really like your ending that we need support, that you know you shouldn't do anything alone. We are a group, we're born as in a group, so we should take advantage of that.
That's so true. That's so true. There's also one thing I always said that before I would try to save the money on something, try to do everything alone. But I feel like, no, we are not like multi-talented. We cannot do like 100 jobs at the same time. And if there's someone trained to do one job, I will just pay the money for them to do that. And that is their job. Everyone has their own job. Everyone has their own expertise. And that's how I see that we as a society. So it will be so much better if we can just take this advantage of everyone's expertise rather than just trying to work on ourselves. Just so much effort, takes so much time too. Yes.
Great.
Yeah. Thank you too so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you
everyone for joining.
Thank you everyone.
Yes.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.